It's been tough.
It's been tough. There's been a couple of days where I just lay in bed all day long, and that's all I do. So you get the job at a big corporation, and then it goes against your
Personal
principles.
personal principles. Yeah, you will figure it out. I will figure it out. We're figuring it out.
Wake up, people!
Big skirts, they're much better than small skirts because they give you shade.
That's true.
And you feel that kind of process things in layers. So you think that you're over something,
but then
it comes back.
Oh.
And you kind of
Feel it.
Feel the love growing inside. Would you like some tea? Some cold tea?
Some cold tea, because we have no ice, so...
Because Andrea has no fridge.
I have no fridge yet. Well, this is my home. This is my balcony with trees. And I have no fridge yet. So, I have no ice. I have no kitchen, so I couldn't make some tea, any tea, no. Not possible to warm up the water.
Yes.
Cold tea. Jag får inte vara med.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you, Julia.
Thank you, Andrea.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Tea time.
So, welcome back to cold tea time this time with Andrea and Julia.
Hi.
Hello. Is it rolling? Yes, it's rolling. It's rolling.
It's
Yes.
rolling. Okay, good.
I hope it's rolling. I'm gonna double check.
It is rolling.
It's rolling.
It's rolling. Yes.
You can never be too sure.
Double check.
Double check.
Triple check. Yeah.
It's so hot today, and
Very hot.
we are in Barcelona.
Yeah. And Julia is wearing jeans. I have no
I've been
idea how
inside-
you're doing that.
I've been inside the office, and okay, so the thing was, this morning I was actually late to work because I woke up a little bit late, just a little bit. I could have made it, but then I was like, what am I gonna wear? Because I'm gonna carry the camera, the tripod, everything, and I didn't know what to wear because all of the things have bare
Yeah, the
shoulders, and the rest of my clothes were dirty, so I had to choose between having bare shoulders and ruining them with the bags, or choosing something to cover up my shoulders. So
that's it. But
I don't have short
like
short pants.
Or like a skirt or something.
Yeah.
Thank you. Come to it.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Better. Not totally gone, but it's
No?
better.
Okay.
So it's just really hot right now.
Very hot.
Yeah. And I have no AC. It's like a fan, and that's it.
We have hand fans.
Even better.
So what are we going to talk about today?
Today,
How are things going?
well, I've just been on an emotional roller coaster this last week and a half, so I don't know.
You maybe not want to talk about that?
No, that's pretty much everything that's been going on. Spanish way. So yeah.
I also been on an emotional roller coaster.
So I don't have much to say more than
It's been tough.
it's been tough. there's been a couple of days where I just lay in bed all day long, and that's all I do. I don't do anything. Just trying to, analyze my emotions, my feelings, myself, my reactions, and my life, and all this existential crisis that is really heavy sometimes. So that's it. That's what I've been up to.
Sometimes you have to go through this stuff. I can feel like a lot of my friends are going through this at the same time. It's kind of freaky.
Oh yeah, so how's your new job going, Julia?
Well, Andrea, it's been interesting.
Yeah? In a good or bad way?
I don't want to complain too much, but it's terrible.
I understand you. These jobs are like the worst ever.
I work with technical support. I said it last time, but I'll tell you again. It's smart TVs.
Yeah.
It's difficult because you can't really give the level of service that you would like to give, and that is the hard part.
But that's not because of you, it's because of the company that don't give you the needed training or needed whatever, freedom or whatever you need,
The warranty policies are as they are, and you can't really help the customers as much as they deserve to be helped.
And here you can't make the choice by yourself.
No, I can't just do goodwill. Like on our last job,
like used to.
Yeah, warranty 3, 4, 5, 6 years out of warranty. No problem. Goodwill. Click. Yeah, that's what
they would love us.
Yeah, we were allowed to, so we used that power a lot. We were double agents.
But that's how you make customers happy.
They deserve it.
Satisfied.
Yeah, but they deserve it.
It's really complex, all this, like with I don't know, society and our jobs and big corporations and working for big companies like this, and
even if we're doing a good thing, we're doing a bad thing.
It's like, I don't know, so contradictory sometimes, and it's very frustrating too, because it's like, shit, you find yourself in this position where you need money to survive. You get this job because it's hard to get a job, so you get the job at a big corporation, and then it goes against your principles.
Personal principles. Yeah.
So it's really messed up.
It's messed up
because I don't know. You just like in a conflict, constant conflict inside with yourself, like.
Yeah, and that's what's been going on for me. The constant conflict that I don't really want to do it, but at the same time I am doing something good. That's that I'm helping the people that have issues with their TVs, and it's actually, you might think that it's a very first world problem, but in the first world you have problems too, and for some people the TV is the only companion they have. It's really sad, but it's true, and it's the only companion that they have in their life.
I think it's sometimes I just feel like, well, whatever, I'm not gonna say it, but we've fallen into a very, very deep and bad consumerist trap. Yeah. And it's so sad. It's like, wake up, people.
Yeah.
Like, really? Is this like your life, what your life is based around?
Buying.
And like, just stop it. It's bad.
Go outside. Anyway, it will all figure itself. We will figure it out. You will figure it out. I will figure it out. We're figuring it out. You can't figure out everything at once. Are we recording? Yes, we are. Okay, good.
It gets sold. It's gonna be good. It's all gonna be good. Little by little.
Little by little. Yeah. Big by big.
Yeah. You get really distracted there
with
that
true.
wall.
She has a wall full of pictures here that we're not showing because it's private. But
Julia gets really distracted.
Yeah, I am easily distracted.
It's a lot. I don't know how you can do it with those pants on.
I don't know, man. Woman, I have no clue. It's just like very stick to my body now, and I just don't feel anything anymore.
Yeah, no.
I've been walking in big skirts lately, and it's so
nice. The air, flowing.
It's the best. Big skirts, they're much better than small skirts because they give you shade.
That's true.
And you feel the wind. But I just haven't been able to use them now because they need to be washed because I put them in the laundry basket. But
I don't have no big long skirts. Well, yeah. But then you don't get tan.
That's true, but I'm in the office all day.
Yeah, you don't get tan.
Yeah. Anyway, let's not talk about the office. No. Let's be positive.
Yes.
We are positive.
In other news.
I mean, extreme positivity, extreme optimism. That's a great way of getting out of the ditch.
Of course, because otherwise you can just bury yourself deeper and deeper and deeper and just like become a really dark person.
Yeah.
And mean, like really bad person. You can start like doing all these bad things to others
or
just
to yourself.
So it's like you have the choice how you deal with things in life. Always like it takes a lot of strength, obviously, a lot of strength, but there is always a way out.
Yes,
always.
However, if you just ignore the pain and just focus on the positive and just positive, and you ignore that trauma is still going to be there, but it's going to be in the back.
You have to acknowledge
you still have
pain.
You have to process it at some point. And what I've noticed is, I don't know with you guys out there if you've noticed this, but I noticed it with myself and also with my friends that we kind of process things in layers. So you think that you're over something,
but then it comes back. Oh, it's horrible.
And then you have to deal with it again, and you might need to deal with it even one more time, depending, or several times, depending on how heavy it is, and it can just come back when you're more ready to deal with it, but it's still very difficult. And that's why it's awesome to be positive, because you can survive so much things if you focus on the good in life. However, it is also important sometimes to let yourself be sad and to let yourself cry, like you've been doing.
Yeah, I've been doing.
And I also been doing.
Feel the emotions, the pain, and acknowledge it, and that's the only way you're gonna be able to deal with it and get over it at some point. And it's hard because obviously you don't want to be feeling these horrible feelings, because it's not nice. Obviously you don't want to feel pain, you don't want to feel all this negative emotions.
Exactly.
But you have to, in order to just move on, you have to, for as long as it has to take, because for some it can be really fast and easy, okay, but for others maybe it takes longer time, and it's hard to stick to those feelings, but that's the only way that you're really gonna get over it and move on. And
it's very important to watch your mind, though. Okay, it's yeah, it's very important to watch your mind, though, and not to go dwell in it. Like, I have this, I don't know if this works, but I think it works, but it's a theory of mine. Maybe it will work for you.
If it works for you,
it works for me. That if you're going through this kind of hardship and you need to process a lot of stuff, try to keep try to, okay, if you're gonna process maybe 40% of your time and try to be positive
The rest.
but give it space, but don't let it take over. Or 30-70, but give it space, and don't isolate yourself too much, and don't hide away from everybody. Sometimes you need to do it for a weekend.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just need to be alone, but don't forget that you are not an island. And I do that sometimes, that I just go in and I'm like, I'm gonna deal with this alone.
In your cave, just like
but it's not.
Yeah.
You need your people, and if you don't have your people, then you need yourself. And then you find your people,
and you need to talk about it with your people,
so much better,
because that helps you to give perspective on the issue, you know. And it's good. And let it out also. Just let it out. I sometimes, if I'm alone, I just sit in front of the mirror and just talk to myself.
Oh,
like,
so cute!
Because I need to let it out. And I'm like, you know,
You have to hug yourself.
Yeah, that too. So, I don't know. It's important to talk about it and let it out. Because that's the only way you're gonna process it.
Yeah.
You know?
You can write it down.
Yeah.
That is really, really useful. And I also noticed that, a lot of people say write a diary, and that's really good. But even if you don't, just write your notes somewhere, and then just write the date, because it gives you a sense of time. Because sometimes you get caught up in all the bad stuff that is happening, and then it's just maybe a notebook of misery. But if you can see that, okay, that happened like 3 months ago, and I'm here right now. Oh shit! A lot of things
see the
happen.
Progress. How you've been evolving.
It doesn't have to be every single day, but if you put a date on it, you can kind of, you can it materializes in a different way, and
you're aware of the progress, how you've been progressing.
Yeah,
that's good. Yeah,
and also, for example, like now at my new work where I don't hate it, but it's difficult. The reason why I am not feeling good, there is a reason why I'm not feeling good about it, and just ignoring that feeling is not good either, because it's not good for me. The reason why I'm not 100% happy about my job is because it's in conflict with my views, and that is not something that I should ignore. And I can do it for a while, but it is affecting me my energy is different. I am not as, and even though I can work on it and be super, super positive and stuff, it still will be a conflict.
Yeah, of course.
I need to find something, and I mean, this is the plan for me is to have this job, do it part-time, and do my YouTube stuff, so that later I can
just temporarily
so that later I can move on to just being creative, and maybe not all my money will come from YouTube, because there's a lot of, I have a lot of material, I've been really creative, but
I need to put it out there.
I need to put it out there, but I'm just so tired. And
I think we talked a lot about different things today, no?
Yeah.
Anything else you want to add?
I just want to add that it's important sometimes to get a hug. I haven't gotten a hug from you in a long time. We used to work together and hug each other all day. And I've been missing that.
Me too.
I physically miss your hugs.
Yeah.
And I don't have that kind of relationship with my new colleagues yet.
So
maybe
important.
it will come.
Yeah.
But it's so important to get your 5 hugs a day.
At least.
I'm writing a song about that.
Nice.
If you can't get your hugs, and this is what I've been doing sometimes, is just
hug yourself. Yeah, that works. That works.
I can feel it. I feel it coming.
Yeah. I do it a lot too. Yeah.
It's when you do this. If you're watching this, please hug yourself. Really feel
Now.
this. Do it! Hug yourself! Yes. It's so good. It's so good. And you kind of feel the love growing inside. Yeah. The loving energy. So nice. So if you don't have anybody to hug you, you just do it. If nobody's around and you need a hug. Okay.
Yeah, let's call it a day.
Yes, I'm gonna keep doing this for a while.
Good, Julia.
Yeah.
Keep on hugging yourself.
Okay.
That's good.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.